Next, problem number 7. Problem number 7 under income from other source. We are going to see. Yes, see this problem number 7. See this problem. Sri Madhur Kini furnishes the following particulars of his investments. So one by one we need to see here. First information given, 60,000 units of UTI, Unit Trust of India, dividend received rupees 8,000. Yes, now whether this is taxable, dividend from UTI. Under income from other source, dividend from UTI, whether this is taxable?
No, sir.
No, this is not taxable. It is exempt from tax. Next one, 1 lakh rupees in post office saving bank account at the rate of interest 4% per annum. So how much amount is taxable here?
500 rupees.
500 rupees. Yes, that is correct answer. 1 lakh into 4%, 4,000. 4,000 minus exemptable limit, 3,500. Remaining amount is taxable. Next, FD, fixed deposit in Bank of Baroda, which earns an interest of rupees 10,000. Now, whether this is taxable, interest on FD in a scheduled bank?
Taxable.
Taxable. Yes, that is correct. This is taxable. Next one, fixed deposit of Teachers Cooperative Bank, which earns interest of rupees 8,000. Now, Teachers Cooperative Bank. See this? Teachers Cooperative Bank FD. Whether this is taxable? Yes, tell me.
Taxable, sir.
Yes, this is taxable. This is also taxable. FD of Teachers Cooperative Bank. Next thing, 8%, 15,000 debentures listed on Camco Limited, interest paid by account payee check. So here interest is paid by account payee check, that we need to keep in mind. And one more thing is here listed information is given. So now you should tell me whether do we need to gross this up. Do we need to gross up this one? Whether there is a TDS on this one? Tell me. TDS. See, there is a limit. There is a limit for account payee check. There is no TDS because it is paid with the help of account payee check, and if the interest is less than 5,000 rupees, if the interest amount is less than 5,000 rupees, then there is no TDS deducted, and similarly you should not gross this up since it is said that interest is paid by account payee check. Yes, so as it is, you can directly calculate here 15,000 into 8%, you will get the amount. Next, 2,500 interest received on National Development Bond, whether this is taxable? Tell me. National Development Bond, 2,500 interest received, taxable? Gaurav, whether it is taxable?
Taxable.
Taxable. Yes, it is taxable, but there is no TDS. Very important, there is no TDS. We need to know now for what and all item there is a TDS, and for what and all there is no TDS. Tax deducted at source, that also we need to know. Here no TDS, but it is taxable. Next, 10% Karnataka government bond, 12,000. Now tell me, Whether should we gross this up? Karnataka government bond. Here you should not gross this up. Karnataka government bond, as it is you can calculate the rate. So there is again you can say there is no TDS on this. Government bond 12,000 into 10%. Directly you can calculate. Then next thing, 8,000 received by an account payee check as an interest on listed debenture of Bharat Electrical Limited. What about this one? Bharat Electrical Limited. So again you can consider this as it is listed debenture they have said, but there is account pay check is there, that we need to see. Next there they have given one more information. On 1st December he purchased rupees 15,000 7% capital investment bonds, for which he borrowed rupees 10,000 at 12% interest. So now there are two information. One is capital investment bond. So whether this is exempt from tax, capital investment bond, whether it is exempt, capital investment bond. See, capital investment bond is exempt from tax. That is why this information we should not write, we should not calculate this information, what is the amount. And similarly, the amount borrowed for this capital investment bond is not deductible. Since it is exempt from tax, it is not deductible, or else we know interest on loan is deductible. So similarly, collection charges, if any, that is deductible. Here it is exempt from tax, that is why it is not deductible. Then on 15th December he inherited rupees 25,000 12% debenture of Srinidhi Chemical Limited from his uncle. So now this we have to see what we need to do here. Limited they have said, so there is a TDS, you can calculate the TDS here. Then next one, interest on these securities is payable half yearly on 30th June and 31st December every year. So in a year there is a 2 times interest on securities payable. So 6 month duration for one interest on security, and again after 6 months again interest on security is payable. Now bank levied 0.5% as commission on interest realized. So here we don't know what is the amount of interest realized. So on the basis of interest realized, bank charges 0.5% commission. So here interest realized means we want net interest realized. So gross amount, TDS and net amount we want. So net amount realized we want, so that we need to calculate separately. Then compute is income from other source. So this is the problem. Again, this is a problem regarding 8 marks. So now let us see the solution here. Solution part you can write like this: computation of income from other source. There are 4 columns this time, because there are some of securities information is given, some of the information regarding income from other sources also mentioned in the problem. Both are given in this problem. So here gross amount we need to write, TDS if there is any we need to deduct, then we need to find a net amount. Net amount how to get? Gross minus TDS, you will get net amount. So now first one, if you see here, dividend received from UTI, that is exempt, gross is exempt, no TDS obviously, so it is exempt. Again net is also exempt. Interest on post office saving bank account, 1 lakh into 4%, 4,000, exempt up to 3,500. So taxable amount is only 500, no TDS, net amount is 500, that we know, same amount. Next, interest on bank FD. See this, interest on bank FD less than 10,000 rupees, there is no TDS. So this is again very important. So they have given you exactly 10,000 rupees. So we should not calculate here TDS. So directly 10,000 we can consider. See this point number 3, FD in Bank of Baroda which earns interest of 10,000. So directly we can consider here 10,000 gross, no TDS, net amount is 10,000. Next, interest on FD of Teacher Cooperative Bank, gross amount is 8,000, TDS again it is not there, net amount is 8,000. So this information is also directly mentioned in the question. So it is very easy. Directly from the question you can write the information. Now next thing we'll see, interest on national development bond. There is no TDS, but gross amount is taxable. 2500 interest received, that is taxable, no TDS. Net amount is again 2500 only, same. Gross amount itself is the net amount. Next, interest on Camco Company Limited debenture. So here Camco Company Limited debenture with the help of account payee check, or else if that information is not there, gross up we need to do. Why? Because it is a listed company, but since it is given a problem, it is paid with the help of account payee check. See this, account payee check. So if it is less than 5000 interest amount, no TDS. Again no TDS here. 1200, 15,000 into 8%, 1200, no TDS. Net amount is 1200. Now tax deducted at source, TDS means. So now next thing, interest on 10% Karnataka government bond, that is state government bond. Directly you can calculate amount as well as rate is given. 12,000 into 10%, 1200. TDS is not there, directly 1200. That is seventh information. Now eighth one, if you see here, interest on debenture of Bharat Chemical Limited. Even though it is a limited company, so here no TDS. Where is that eighth point? Bharat Chemical Limited, Bharat Electrical Limited. See this, not chemical, Bharat Electrical Limited. So this is treated as national importance, and again with the help of account payee check. So here no TDS. You can write the amount. You can write the amount as it is gross. No TDS. Final amount is net amount 800. Next, interest on capital investment bond 7%. So this is exempt from tax. So directly you can write exempt. No amount here. Now last thing, interest on debenture of Srinidhi Chemical Limited. Srinidhi Chemical Limited, if you see, it is inherited and somewhere in between the year 15th December. See this, 15th December. So now what we need to do, first on the amount 12% you need to calculate. 25,000 into 12%. What is the answer? 3,000. 3,000 into 1 by 2. Why 1 by 2? 1 by 2 because it is less than half of the year. That is why 1 by 2 we need to do. So 1 by 2 we have done. You will get 1,500. 1,500 is a gross amount. Now you need to charge here TDS. Here you need to make the TDS calculation, that is 10%. 10% TDS is charged. So 1,500 into 10%, that is 150 is a TDS. So now net amount 1,500 minus 150 rupees, that is 1,350 rupees. So now we need to make the total of gross amount, then we need to make the total of TDS and net amount. Gross amount, add all the information, you will get one total, that is 25,700. And TDS, only one TDS is there, that is 150 rupees. Then net amount total, obviously this gross amount minus 150, you will get net amount total, that is 27,550, since there is only one TDS. So after this what you need to do, there are some deductions which are mentioned under section 57. Under section 57, one is commission is deducted. 35 rupees. So how to get this 35 rupees? We need to do the working note for this purpose. Why? Because in this question they have said bank levied commission 0.5% on the interest realized. So now we want only interest realized on the securities information. So on that basis we can calculate this collection charges. Then what about this capital bond interest on loan? There is interest on loan information, that is not deductible. Already I have told you, because it is exempt from tax. Since capital investment bond exempt from tax, it is not deductible. So now how to get the interest realized on the securities? So if you see this 10 point or 9 to 10 point, so among these what and all comes under securities? Can you tell me here whether these 5 information, whatever we have written, these 5 information, whether this is a securities? Can you tell me first 5? Can anyone tell me here? Whether it is considered as securities? dividend, interest on post office saving bank, interest on bank FD, interest on FD of teacher cooperative bank, interest on national development bond, whether it is in securities. Tell me. No, it is not a security. So now what happens? Remaining things, remaining what and all it is there? Debenture. See this now, debentures. So it is again instrument. Bonds, it is instrument, again 10%. Then Bharat Chemical, then Srinidhi Chemical Limited. So all these things we need to calculate now. See this, commission is calculated on the net interest realized on securities. So under securities it comes only 5 information. See this, first is interest on debentures of Camco. Camco interest we have calculated already, that is 1200. Same amount you need to write. Then you can see the main format and take the amount from there. Next, Karnataka government 1200, then Bharat Chemical 800. So like that you can take the amount here. So interest on national development bond, if you see national development bond, yes, this you have to consider, national development bond. So first 4 is not a security. National development bond, since it is a bond, information is given, since it is a bond, paper bond, any bond issued by the development authority of national importance, this you have to consider. First 4 it is not there. UTI, post office interest, that and all not there. So now national development bond we have considered, then Karnataka government bond considered, then debenture on Bharat Electrical Limited 800 considered. Now interest on 12% debenture of Srinidhi Chemical Limited, TDS is given. So TDS, after TDS net amount, that is why here net amount we want. So net amount you will get here 1350. So that also you can consider. So now you will get total interest realized on security, that is 7050. If you add these 5 information, you will get 7050 rupees. Now commission is at 0.5% or half percent. 7050 into half percent or 0.5%, if you do 35 rupees, this 35 rupees you can deduct here. Commission, bank commission, that is 35 rupees. Now final amount, income from other source, is gross amount minus commission. You will get 25,700 minus 35 rupees, that is 25,665 rupees, income from other source. So now there are certain notes are given below this. See this is very important. Below the problem, no TDS on ND bonds, that is national development bonds, and Karnataka bonds, that we know, since it is a government bond and national importance bond. Next, where the interest on listed debenture of public limited company is paid by the account to pay check, no tax is deducted at source provided amount doesn't exceed 5000. So if it exceeds 5000, there is a TDS. Since it is not exceeding 5000, no TDS. Next, since the interest on capital investment bond is exempt, no deduction is allowed on the interest paid on the loan borrowed, that I have already told you. Next, collection charges are calculated at half percent on the interest collected on Camco debenture, Karnataka government bond, Bharat Electrical Limited, then National Development Bond, and Srinidhi Chemical Limited. So all these notes you can see below the problem. Yes, any doubt in this problem? Have you understood this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, what about others?
Understood, sir.
Gaurav, yes.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Yes, Dayanand, Narasimha. I hope everyone understood this problem. So now next problem, if you see next problem, problem number 8. See this, problem number 8 now. Mr. Mrinal Sen, a resident individual, received the following income as interest on securities during the year. So now various types of interest on securities given here in this question. So you should say now whether it is gross up, whether it should be grossed up or not, that you should tell me now. First one, see this, 4500 as interest on central government security, should we gross up? Tell me.
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
No, we should not gross up here. So 4,500 as it is we can write. So no need of grossing it up since it is central government securities. Next, 4,500 as interest on debentures issued by local authority. Now, local authority, tell me. Local authority, municipal corporation, always we should gross up. So here we should consider this, we should gross up. So how to gross up? Here they have not mentioned rate. So usual rate 10%, 100 by 90. 100 by 90 we need to do here. 4,500 into 100 by 90. Yes, now next thing. Next, if you see 4,500 as interest on tax-free debentures of Chirayu Spring Limited. Now tell me. Should we gross up this one? Can you tell me? 4,500 interest on tax-free debenture of Chirayu Spring Limited. Limited company is there. Tax-free debenture is also mentioned. Do we need to gross it up?
Yes.
Yes, here we need to gross up. So here if you see again rate is not given. 10% is a usual TDS rate. So 100 by 90 grossing up is required here. 100 by 90 we need to do. So 4,500 into 100 by 90 you will get the amount. Next, 4,500 as interest on tax-free government security. Yes, now tell me tax-free government security. Whether grossing up is required, whether it is taxable, whether it is exempt. It is exempt from tax. It is exempt from tax. Yes. So that is why this is exempt. Nil amount. You should write nil amount here. 4,500 as interest on tax-free government securities. Nil. Next. 4,500 as interest on debentures of Bhakta Chemical. Now, interest on debenture of Bhakta Chemical. Tell me. Do we need to gross this up? Unless and otherwise stated in the problem, we'll consider that all the securities are less tax security. Whether less tax securities need to be grossed up if the amount is given. Tell me. Commercial securities, tax-free securities, less tax securities. Yes, Anvit. Yes, tell me. Here we need to gross this up. See this again, we need to gross this up here. 4,500 into 100 by 90. Now next thing. 4,500 as interest on debenture of TI Limited. TI Limited, in the bracket they have given listed. Now listed. What about listed? Yes, listed we need to gross up. Listed is 100 by 90. We need to gross this up. Next, 4,500 as interest on tax-free debentures of Chima Electricals. Tax-free debenture Chima Electricals. Tell me. Tax-free debenture is there. Chima Electrical is there. Pragati, Shravya. Yes. Should we gross this up? Anuj. So this also you need to gross up. See this again, tax-free debenture Chima Electricals. 4,500 into 100 by 90. Next thing, 4,500 as interest on debentures of cooperative society. Now tell me, do we need to gross this up? Cooperative society 4,500.
Yes, sir.
here there is no TDS. See this, in the case of cooperative society, interest on debenture, there is no TDS. Since there is no TDS, here we should not gross this up as it is. Cooperative society you should remember as it is, 4,500, same amount we should write. Next, interest on tax-free bonds of Government of Goa, 4,500. Now, tax-free bond, Government of Goa, whether it is exempt or taxable.
Taxable.
Taxable. Why? Can anyone tell me why it is taxable? Because Government of
Because
Goa.
state government is issuing.
Yes, correct. So Government of Goa is a state government. So state government cannot issue these tax-free bonds without the permission of RBI. So here you should gross this up. So here you should gross this up. 4,500 into 100 by 90 we need to do. Here tax-free government bonds of Goa. Now next thing. Next, if you see, interest on all securities is payable half yearly. 30th June and 31st December every year. During the year he paid 5,000 as interest on loan borrowed to buy tax-free government securities. Whether this is deductible, now very important, whether this is deductible. See this, during the year he paid 5,000 as interest on loan. Interest on loan is deductible. To borrow which security? Tax-free government security. Tell me whether this is deductible. Since tax-free government security is exempt from tax, whatever the loan borrowed for that purpose is also not deductible. So if it is not exempt from tax, then it is deductible. Here it is exempt from tax. That is why it is not deductible. Collection charges 400 rupees, it is deductible. Then what you need to do? Compute the gross total income considering the salary received, which amounts to 15,000 per month from a part-time employment. Whether this comes under income from other source. Part-time employment salary. Tell me, part-time employment salary. Whether this comes under income from other source? No. Then under which head it comes? Salary.
Income from salary.
Income from salary. Income from salary, there we need to consider this. So what they have asked you then, what is the question here? Question we need to calculate GTI. So question is missing. Here they have given, see this, compute the gross total income. GTI you need to calculate. GTI is nothing but all 5 heads total we need to calculate. Salary, house property, business profession, capital gain, other source. Total you will get GTI, gross total income. So now first thing we have to see here, format, computation of income from other source. So now all the things we have discussed here, see this, interest on government securities, that too central government securities as it is, same amount we should write, 4,500. Interest on debentures of local authority, we need to gross up 4,500 into 100 by 90, that is 5,000. If you multiply then divided by 90 you will get 5,000. Next, interest on tax-free debentures of Chirayu Spring Limited, again we need to gross up 4,500 into 100 by 90, again 5,000. So all these things are given here. If you see the question, one by one we need to enter the information. So all this mentioned in the question here. So now next thing, interest on debentures of Bhakta Chemical. Bhakta Chemical also we will treat that as less tax securities, TDS is collected. So 4,500 into 100 by 90, again 5,000 rupees. Interest on debenture of TI Limited, that is listed. So again we need to cross up 100 by 90, answer is 5,000. Interest on tax-free debenture of Chima Electricals. Chima Electricals 4,500 into 100 by 90, again it is 5,000. Interest on debentures of cooperative society, no need of grossing it up. See this is very important, no need of grossing it up, 4,500. Then interest on tax-free government of Goa bonds. Interest on tax-free bonds of government of Goa, state government bond. So we should gross this up, 4,500 into 100 by 90, that is 5,000. So if you see 8 information is given, out of that only two information you should write as it is, then all other information you should gross up. So what are those two information? One is central government securities interest, and one more thing is cooperative society interest on debentures of cooperative society. Same amount you should write. All other information or adjustment you need to gross up. So now you will get one total. If you add all these things, you will get that total, that is 39,000. 39,000 minus deduction under section 57. One is collection charges given in the question, that is 400 as collection charges mentioned. So that collection charges you can deduct here. You will get a net interest. Net interest you will get that is 38,600 net interest from securities, or else you can say this is an income from other source, 38,600. And what about this? There is one loan I have told you, right? This loan is not deductible. That is why we have not deducted this 5,000 amount here. Since it is tax free government bond loan, it is exempt from tax. That is why there is no deduction. Next, we need to calculate statement showing GTI of income of Mr. Sen. So GTI, see here, first head income from salary. Income from salary, they have given one part-time employment information, 15,000 rupees per month. They have mentioned per month. We want for 1 year, 15,000 into 12. 1 year is 1,80,000. See this. Income from house property, no information, nil. Business income not there, nil. Capital gain information not there, nil. Income from other source, whatever we have calculated here, final answer. Net interest, see this 38,600 that we have calculated, that we will consider it here. Finally we will get GTI. If you add all this, you will get GTI, gross total income, 2,18,600 is our GTI. Now there are certain 1, 2, 3 notes are there, that also we need to see. See this one, unless and otherwise stated in the problem, all securities shall be treated as less tax security. Less tax securities means after deduction of tax, it is given to the assessee or security holder. So that is one of the important note here. Then second one, so since there is no TDS deducted from interest on debentures of cooperative society, there is no need of grossing up of interest. No TDS means there is no grossing up, so we have not grossed up there. Now third point is interest on tax-free state government securities should be grossed up, as the state government cannot issue tax-free bonds at par with the central government without the sanction of Reserve Bank of India, RBI. So that is one more point. So we have grossed up their state government tax-free bond. Then one more thing, interest on tax-free central government securities is exempt under section 10 clause 15. So this also you should remember. So yes, this is about this 8